Hello and welcome to Keeping It Real. I'm David Grossman. You're watching alltalktv.com here, broadcasting from Fitzgerald's Pub. And I'm very pleased to introduce you to Dr. George Grant. Welcome, Dr. Grant. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you very much, David, for the invitation.
Appreciate it. I want to tell you a few things about Dr. Grant. He's got an amazing resume here, okay? He's considered as Canada's wellness ambassador and champion of integrative medicine, biofeedback, and nutraceuticals, which I'm not sure what it is, but maybe he can enlighten us. He's the founder and CEO of academyofwellness.com. He enjoys a stellar academic and fascinating career in research. He's a scientist, professor, chemist, toxicologist, nutritionist, biofeedback, stress management, and pain specialist. He worked as a senior consultant for Health Canada, FDA, and CDC, as well as in private practice. He's helped Fortune 500 companies, non-profit organizations, and Olympic athletes, along with 5,000 clients worldwide. He's published hundreds of articles, conference presentations, book reviews, and 7 best-selling books. It's really an honor to have you here, Dr. Grant.
Thank you.
This whole area of wellness, and I guess would this fall into the category of alternative medicine?
Yes.
It fascinates me because I think there's so much rich information and skill sets and medical abilities out there that are not part of the main channel, and as a result, since it's not covered by OHIP, I guess.
Correct.
Right. So, and it's not part of mainstream Western medicine, that it goes overlooked. But I think more and more people are turning towards it and finding how much value there is in this. Dr. Grant, please tell us about your own personal career. How did you get into this field?
It starts back when I was 18 years old, and my mother suffered a heart attack in her early 40s. So that was a loss. At the same time, is a turning point, because I was planning to become a physician. But when I saw that the actual bypass did not work, the medication she's been taking for 15 years did not work. So I said, must be something there. It must be something to help her with her blood pressure, with her clogged arteries, with her diabetes, and taking medications for many years did not actually help her out. So at that point, I was searching, I was looking. Maybe I should not go to become a doctor anyway. I should do something else, maybe study nutrition or study something else. So I've been searching since 18 years old. And I went to study biochemistry, genetics, and physiology, anatomy, and all of this stuff. And finally ended up studying food science and nutrition, and start also study pharmacology and toxicology. End up teaching in the Faculty of Pharmacy, doing research in pharmaceuticals.
What's the difference between pharmacology and toxicology?
Actually, it's one word. The word
dose.
It's only dose. It's the same science.
All right.
And the pharmacological aspect is when the drug is effective, but when it exceeds that particular dose, then it becomes toxic. So toxicology and pharmacology, they're actually a brother and sister science.
So you've studied that as well.
I studied both that, and then I found out that medication sometimes is not the answer. The answer is to find out how to prevent disease. So taking blood pressure medication for like 5 years, 10 years, 12 years, it's not actually the answer. In fact, this morning I met with a client. She's been taking blood pressure medication for 12 years, and her blood pressure is still high.
Right.
And I help her out with changing her lifestyle, with some stuff that I counsel her on. Took some natural supplements, and today, for the first time, when I met her, she's actually feeling much better. Her blood pressure is normalized. That's within 4 months. 4 months of working with her.
Yes.
And she's going to be working with her physician to cut back on medications. And she's following my exercise program, which is on the academyofwellness.com, all of the lifestyle, the wellness IQ, how to change your lifestyle, the eating habits, drinking habits, and exercise habits. And she's had great success. So with the other 5,000 plus clients worldwide, David.
Right.
They've been getting all of this advice and helping them out.
Well, that's terrific.
Yes.
Let's talk about lifestyle, Dr. Grant.
Yes.
How is lifestyle important? I mean, do we just get diseases, or are there things that we're doing or not doing in a lot of cases that make us susceptible to problems?
Well, David, from the minute we wake up in the morning until we go back to bed, we suffer from something, each one of us suffer from, which is called stress. From the minute that you wake up and you have your meal in the morning, and you commute and you go to work, and then you come back from work, stress. Now, if stress contribute to 85% and 90% of the disease, then we have to tackle that beast.
Yes.
It's really very
Right.
important.
Right.
So how do we do it? Stress less. So we let people understand the difference between distress and eustress.
Yes.
That was my doctoral dissertation at the University of Toronto, how to handle everyday daily stress.
Right.
So through lifestyle, through proper eating habits, drinking habits, like when I tell my clients, breathing is so important, belly breathing is so important, they don't even, like 85%, could you believe it, do not know how to do belly breathing. They always do the chest breathing. So I teach them proper belly breathing, proper, drinking water every single day. You need 2 liters or 64 ounces per day.
Right.
And, something simple like that. And then when I tell them that, it reduces almost like neutralize half of their stress.
Yes.
And then we tell them your eating habits should eat breakfast like a king or a queen, lunch like a prince or princess,
Right.
supper like a pauper.
Okay.
But they tell me, oh no, I do the opposite. I skip breakfast or I eat donuts,
Right.
I drink coffee,
Yes.
and then lunch is really not that good, and then supper is my largest meal.
Right.
No wonder we have obesity. That's another stressor. So if we have stress and obesity, then you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes. So taking medication is only one part to solve the problem.
Yeah.
But dealing with that head on.
Yeah.
Like if you actually reduce the stress
Right.
and then do some deep breathing
Yes.
and drink some water, make sure that you're fully hydrated.
Yes. And
And
what
then-
about exercise?
And then avoid obesity and then do exercise.
Yeah.
And then participate in massage and do
Right.
relaxation, hot yoga, and all of these things that we teach in our clinic. We have practitioners, we've been blessed with very nice practitioners at our clinic to teach people that kind of procedure. And we have great success with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. I think a lot of people neglect themselves. They're
Exactly.
trying so hard to do the things that are expected of them.
Yes.
But if they don't take care of themselves at the end of the day,
They become victim, not victors
right.
of the stress.
Right, absolutely.
Yes.
Now you take this information and you do different things like lunch and learns,
Yes.
for example, to help educate people. But you want to tell us about that?
Sure, David. In the past 15 years, we've been doing lots of work with a company called Dofasco. It's now called ArcelorMittal in Stony Creek or in Hamilton, Ontario. And they have received lots of information during lunch hour lectures, and we counsel them, as we just talked about briefly, on stress and obesity and lifestyle diseases and stuff like that. And they have actually reduced their own absenteeism, documented, from 10 to 15%.
Right.
Their productivity increased almost by 10%. We have this documented. We went from ArcelorMittal to Honda,
Yes.
to Chemical in Saskatoon, the largest company in the world making uranium. It's a Canadian company. And we went to the biggest banks in the world, Royal Bank, RBC, Nova Scotia, TD Waterhouse,
Right.
insurance company like Transamerica Life Insurance. And they always receive the benefit of this information, which seems to be very simple, but it's ignored
Right.
by the mainstream.
Right. Well, that's a great way to impact productivity and do something
Absolutely.
for your employees.
Absolutely. Yes.
Very valuable stuff. Having
Extremely
healthy
valuable.
employees.
And for the
very
company too,
key.
because they reduce absenteeism, they reduce the LTD,
Right.
and they improve productivity, they improve morale,
Yes.
they reduce sick days,
Yeah.
which most companies suffer from. Yeah.
Well, having healthy employees, I mean, what's more important than that?
Exactly, David.
Not-for-profit seminars
Yes.
and fundraising.
We help lots of nonprofit organizations worldwide. We participate in a program in St. Lucia, in Barbados, Brooklyn, New York. We do one in Chicago. We do one
Next
in
time you go
Toronto.
to St. Lucia.
Yes. And we're going to be in November. I'd love to invite you to come. We actually have a retreat there, and we have
Yes.
a fundraising event. We
That's
have
a nice place to
3
go for.
churches, in
yes.
fact, sponsoring
Yes.
our program.
Oh, very good.
And they receive the benefit of that. And we raise
Beautiful.
funds for them through our lectures, through our biofeedback scans. And it's win-win.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Terrific.
Yes.
Okay, and so those are the retreats. And what's the mobile feedback clinics? What's that all
Our
about?
clients receive this benefit through us traveling. We go to them, they don't have to come to us. Because we used to have clients coming to us, flying from St. Lucia, from California, flying from Florida, because we do lots of good things. And they say, could you please come to us? Our equipment is so portable, we can put it in a
Yes.
suitcase and then we travel with it. So we have mobile satellite clinic. Currently we have 750 clients, 800 clients in St. Lucia, the same amount in Barbados, Port of Spain,
Terrific.
Trinidad and Tobago. We have clients, we're starting new satellite clients in Jamaica.
Beautiful.
We have about 500 clients in England, London, England. And we have about a couple thousand clients in Toronto.
Yes.
They come to us and see us at
That's
our
terrific.
clinic. Yes.
And your clinic is in North York?
It's in North York, 1111 Finch Avenue West.
Right, which is near Dufferin, I think, right?
Exactly, west of
Yes.
Dufferin. We invite you to come and take a look at our clinic and meet with our magnificent therapist. We have Magnolito Crescentia, who is one of our top massage therapists in the country. And we have Inzina De Angelis. She's a biofeedback specialist. She's also a homeopathic practitioner. And she's a chair massage therapist to take care of your stress and to help you to lead your healthy lifestyle.
Right. Dr. Grant, who's a typical person who comes to you? Is it somebody who's, been frustrated with the Western system? Does people usually have to go through that and find that, they're not getting the help, or they're given the wrong medication, or they're struggling with problems for long periods of time and not getting the help they need? Is that typically who?
Exactly, David. That's a typical client, and they come to us from all walks of life. We have homemakers.
Yes.
We have Olympic athletes, 7 of them come to us. Believe it or not, we have doctors come to us.
Right, right.
We have several doctors come to us because they don't know what to do, really.
So we understand that stress is a major cause of problems, but when they come to you, what symptoms are they experiencing?
85% of our clients, because they are stressed, they do not do the belly breathing, the deep breathing, and they are so totally dehydrated, and they have what's called acidic pH. They eat acid stuff like the flour, the sugar, the coffee, the sodas, which make them acidic.
Right.
And acidity actually bring illness. Like if you have your pH is 7.34, which is slightly alkaline, 7 is neutral, above that is alkaline, you'll actually resist cancer. It's been documented. I'm a cancer researcher. I have done extensive work in cancer.
Yes.
Published work in the medical literature.
Fascinating.
And developed a drug for cancer through Ipotex Inc., which is currently available in the Canadian market. And the best way to avoid cancer is to prevent it, is not to deal with it with chemotherapy or radiotherapy.
Yeah.
So we get clients who are frustrated. They don't know what to do. They take medications for years, and they say, what's next? So we help them. And through the Wellness IQ at our website, academyofwellness.com, they go through the lifestyle, the food habits, drinking habits, and they can improve their pH, they can improve their stress, they can improve their obesity, they can improve all of these things. And just by doing that alone, they will improve. We also provide nutraceuticals, which is the best pharmaceuticals. It's pharmaceuticals and nutrition together married in one. We call it nutraceuticals. It's really a science right now. It's
interesting.
And that is used now in integrative medicine, which combine the best of allopathic and naturopathic together.
Yes.
So that is basically the new medicine, which is actually being studied at Harvard Medical School and all other schools, McMaster's. They've been teaching integrative medicine, and the Board of Integrative Medicine in Ontario now is actually promoting now for the first time integrative medicine as as an alternative, as a complementary to the allopathic medicine.
Yeah, well, that's terrific.
Yes.
Okay, so if you are struggling with an issue, or if you are looking for better health, you want to call Dr. George Grant. The phone number is 416-562-3140, or you can go to the website, which is academyofwellness.com. Great website, by the way. Lots of good information there, and Facebook page and Twitter. You're all connected with the social media, so that's terrific. And get the help that you need. Take care of your health, because without your health, you're in serious trouble. Dr. Grant, thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you very much, David.
Appreciate it. And
thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm David Grossman.